Hello everyone. So now we will discuss about how the real estate is going to be in a decade or so and how it is really going to change in the future. So the future of real estate in Tanzania 2030. As we have been seeing the green infrastructure, sustainable infrastructure, and we have been seeing uh, the new technologies which are coming up, like the previously Mr. Engineer Nathu has given regarding how the green flood systems or green roofs can really help us. But now let us discuss a few things how real estate is going to be in 2030 or decade or so. So the current real estate landscape, that is growth and development. Tanzania real estate sector has experienced significant growth driven by increasing urbanization and infrastructure development. So as you know, people are moving to cities and urbanization is going on since 2 decades. People, as there are facilities of schooling, facilities of infrastructure, facilities of entertainment, facilities of joy and creativity and hospitals. So that is where people are moving to urbanization, and this will not stop until 2040. So we are going to see a steep rise. So demand and supply, as the population grows, the demand for affordable housing and commercial spaces is on the rise. So as people are moving more to the cities, as the cities are going bigger, and industrialization is going bigger, you see that there is more urbanization. So that is why you can see the real estate will be booming. Be it you can see once upon a time, 10 years back, the outskirts was maybe busy, but now the same outskirts is not busy. It has gone far away. So similarly, you can see present day landscapes and the future, and it will go on rise. The third, affordable housing initiatives. The government has implemented various initiatives to promote affordable housing, addressing the housing needs to low and middle income earners. So now we have seen real estate to build a house. It was taking so much of money. It was it was all into luxury real estate, maybe like expensive condos, expensive houses. But
Sorry, may push back your mic in order
eh,
everyone to.
eh, so 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 affordable housing initiatives. So generally the affordable housing initiatives you see, like now we are seeing only the high class earners, so you'll have a good condos or like this. But coming future, it's a middle class and the lower middle class that's going to afford, we're going to get good houses with increasing technology like 3D printing, like prefabricated houses and modular homes that are going to give the future. Next slide please. Technology and innovation shaping the future. Role of technology. Technology is revolutionizing the real estate industry, improving efficiency and properly management, transactions and marketing. Before, we all used to believe stone, brick and mortar houses, but now the technology is changing, like prefabricated houses, where the houses are being made in factories, and then just based on your order, a small customization, they are delivered to your home. So that are more affordable, that are more sustainable, and that is less pollution and easy to build, because that are factory made and that can be done within a span of 10 days or 20 days. And another technology is 3D printing. As recently we have seen in some parts of Kenya, in Ethiopia, they have done some 3D printed one-story buildings, and even America and India. So slowly the 3D printing in the decade or so will be surely the new game changer, because in 3D printing we can just build a house in 1 or 2 days or 2 or 4 days. And 99% of the houses in the whole world are 1 story or 2 story. So now with the present technology, with the 3D printing, we can build 1 story or 2 story, and then we can use the materials, local materials available, and build it, and no required of much steel. We can use the local mud with few chemicals, and that can convert into a beautiful house, and any shape and any size and any color with the use of 3D technology. And then smart cities and sustainable development. Smart city concepts are being integrated with sustainable development practices to create environmental friendly and efficient urban spaces. So what is a smart city? So smart city means a city where there is 24 by 7 water, 24 by 7 electricity, 24 by 7 sanitation, 24 by 7 there is a green cover, and 24 by 7 security. So these are the smart city concepts, and like how our phone, ourself, we are integrated to the mobile. The similar way our cities will be monitoring us. We'll have devices like we have smart devices. Recently, I was just seeing the company just giving that smart city project devices in the expo. So, these are the devices. We're going to use sensors, we're going to use cameras, we're going to use artificial intelligence, where the whole city will be governed and monitored by the devices. And we have Panasonic also, which having the smart city devices. So these are the few companies which are coming to Tanzania and incorporating for this smart cities and sustainable development, because the better things you have, the better things you have, the better technology you have, the better monitoring you can do. And the smart city is going to be a key role, and it will be very good in the security and advancements in construction techniques and materials. Innovative construction techniques and sustainable materials are being used to build high quality and energy efficient structures. So, like one of the main advancement is GFRP, like fiber reinforced bars. Like now we are using steel bars. Now we are using steel bars in construction technology that is slowly going to be replaced by GFRPs. So that is made of fiber, plastic and polymer. So it has 2 times higher tensile strength than the normal steel, and it is less pollution industry, and it is cost effective, and and it can and it is easy to build, so the construction cost also will be reduced. So like people are using so we have many other sustainable we have green cement, we have so many other materials that can replace the previous cement, steel and sand, and be with a higher technology and higher grade, so that can really help in making affordable houses. Next slide please. So changing trends and preferences, shifting in housing preferences. As we have seen recently, people all over the world, it's and we have to save the environment. So there has been a push over bamboo. There's been a push over the green covers. There's been a push over the sustainable building solutions, where it causes low pollution. So there's more modern designs, the open floor plans and eco-friendly features are gaining popularity among home buyers. So before we used to use a lot of wood, but we know now the wood is getting finished. It's not easy to rebuild a forest again. Maybe before we used to love Meninga, but now we are shifting towards glass. We're shifting towards MDF boards. So rise of co-working and flexible spaces, flexible work arrangements, and the sharing economy have given rise to the demand for co-working spaces and versatile work environments. So, now we're having so many types of co-working spaces, not like just a full-time working space, only standalone. So that is giving a big rise, and the impact of the sharing economy. The sharing economy driven by platforms like Airbnb has disrupted the traditional rental market, offering new opportunities for property owners. So these are the current trends. So you can see by 2030, this all will be materialized. So where you can see Airbnb and like more, and like there'll be more innovations in like Airbnb. Like Airbnb, we have been seeing now for like a hotel type of replacing the hoteliers, but you can see even it will be replacing the rental market, the Airbnb rental, and the different new stuff with the short rental stays. So this is going to be the new trend in the 2030s. Next slide, please. So for every future, for every growth, there are challenges and opportunities in the future. Infrastructure development and accessibility. Improvements in infrastructure and transportation networks are key to unlocking the potential of real estate markets in remote areas. So let us imagine if there is no road to a beautiful place, what is the use of the building a house? How can you build the house and what you will do with the land? So I think government and the government bodies should act on building more roads to the remote areas and connect the whole urban to rural, rural to urban via roads, so it will be easy to connect and the people can build infrastructure anywhere. Land regulations and legal framework, efficient land regulations and transparent legal framework are crucial for investor confidence and sustainable growth. So as we have seen, when we go to the municipalities or we go to the land registry board, the works tend to be slowed down, but hoping that the use of digitization, use of the technology, use of new processes, the land regulations and land legal framework would be much easier if there is easy, if you want to build a house, if you want to buy a house, if there is not so much of trouble, like as if you're buying a car, as if you're buying a picky, so then it will be easy. People will be more encouraged to buy a house, to make a house with less regularities, like maybe a single point certification where you can build a house and maybe the process just take 2 days, you can start building a house or constructing a home. So that improves the infrastructure and people will be more interested. Economic factors influencing the market. So the main thing is economic stability, foreign investment and diversification of industries impact the growth and stability of the real estate market. So these are the main things that impact the real estate market. What all we discuss now is maybe, We never know. It might be or might not be, but this is considering the things to be economic stable, the foreign investment is coming in the same flow, and diversification of industries impact. So that means, like, if the same growth, same technology, and if we are of the same knowledge, and if the same mentality is there, then we can expect to be the real estate in 2030 to be a much brighter. As you have seen, maybe 2 decades ago, how Dar es Salaam used to look like, and now how wondrous it's looking like, with the skyline and the beautiful houses and beautiful homes, beautiful hotels all around the city. Maybe with the same consistency, we can expect maybe 2030 it would be looking more nice, you'll have more gated communities. The future of housing will be in gated communities where people will be living in big townships where all the facilities are maintained by the township developer, and you'll have entertainment facilities within the township. You'll have a walking track, you'll have a jogging track, you'll have schools, everything inside the township. It will be like an artificial city developed within a small space of land. So that is where I find where the real estate is heading over in 2030. The next slide, please. So future outlook for the real estate, investment potential and expected returns. So that has to be seen. Forecasted trends and growth projections. Experts predict continued growth in the real estate sector driven by urbanization, population growth and increasing demand for quality properties. The real estate market in Tanzania offers attractive investment opportunities with promising returns, especially in commercial and residential sectors. Key sectors with growth potential: hospitality, retail and industrial sectors show potential for significant growth and aligning with country's economic development plans. As I was discussing, people are more urbanized and people are moving more to cities. There's a huge demand for real estate. So before there were families that were joint families, and slowly we were moving towards nuclear families. So that is also contributing to a big growth in real estate. So that because it creates a big demand, and housing will surely, because everyone have a growth mentality. Everyone wants to live a good facility house, a better vicinity. So that's where people are heading towards. So there is a good demand for real estate in residential affordable housing and commercial as well, which is all affordable, because affordability is the main thing which means that can make the key game changer. Because if you make any luxury house, even the demand is not there, that does not make sense. But it should be affordable, like a rent to own schemes, as we have seen recently it's upcoming. So that like these schemes, or which is having a 20-year, 30-year plans, and maybe even the banks are slowly evolving to for a better real estate market, and financing facilities which can afford to 20 to 30 years, that can help the residential market grow very high. Next slide, please. So the conclusion: Tanzania's real estate sector is booming, driven by growth, technology, changing preferences, and investment potential. Importance of adopting to change. Stakeholders must embrace innovation.
The major aim is to combat poverty. That's it. So I would like to appreciate for the presenter, Mr. Atur Varanasi Sakur. You have actually presented very well, and hopefully we know for sure in our country, Tanzania, by 2030, we'll have tangible development pertaining to all such kind of issues that have been presented. We need just to pray to God that such kind of things should be implemented. You know, when you plan for a thing, you need to implement it. It's not just a matter of saying without implementation. So we expect implementation so as things can actually go on such a way that all Tanzanians will be at a better place to enjoy the fruits of tangible, tangible things that have actually come up in our country. We thank you so much. May the good Lord bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the kind words. Yeah, affordable houses, if you're taking, obviously there'll be less, less size, less square meters, and maybe it'll be ground or like story, G+1 or G, ground floor. And obviously this won't be in the city, and they're just relocating nearby the city habitats like Goba, Kigamboni. So that can easily cost just between maybe 15 to 20 million T shillings. With a medium-sized finishing, with like 1 bedroom, 1 kitchen, and a studio-based apartments, or a 2-bedroom house can easily range between 15 to 25 million, and that's what I feel. Even the prefabricated houses are being sold at those prices.